Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And again, I apologize for my voice as I'm just getting over a cold. Now that aside, this week I have been behind the wheel of the 2025 Nissan Kicks, a subcompact crossover that is no longer one of the ugliest vehicles on the road due to a significant refresh in 2025. Now, it's not all perfect, and this week I'm going to get into hits and misses. I'm also going to offer you some competitor comparisons, all to make your purchasing experience just a little bit easier. Now, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because this review starts right now. So first big hit, the all-new design. Finally, the Kicks has some personality. The confident front end and bolder rear with full LED lights all around make it look way more modern. It also grew a bit, meaning more space inside and out, which I'll get to. The color choices are decent, and personally, I really like this two-tone Arctic Ice Blue paint I'm rocking this week. Now pricing, which is another hit. With a starting MSRP price of $21,830 US, it didn't get much more expensive in 2025, which is a win in today's market. You get a lot of value here, and compared to the more expensive Honda HR-V, this thing is a steal. But does value always mean the best choice? Let's find out. Another huge hit for 2025 is the fact that your Nissan Kicks is still offered with standard front-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive now is an option, which is amazing. But what's not amazing is still what's under the hood of your 2025 Nissan Kicks, which is a 2-liter 4-cylinder with a CVT transmission, which is only producing 141 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. And although the powertrain has been improved, it's still absolutely gutless when you compare it to the Mazda CX-30 and its 191 horsepower, or the Honda HR-V and its 158 horsepower. But your Nissan Kicks, for those who just want to have a little bit more fun, does have sport mode. And this is how it looks off the line. Sport mode activated. Now, let's go. Yeah, pretty terrible. So fuel economy is not good, but not bad. So it's just kind of neutral. All depends on how you drive. So for example, Nissan estimates that with your front wheel drive Kicks, you should be able to average 31 miles per gallon. And with your all-wheel drive Kicks, you should be able to average 30 miles per gallon. But for me this week, because my vehicle is empty, I've done some really nice highway cruising, and I took advantage of Pro Pilot Assist and my adaptive cruise control when I was on the highway. I was actually able to average 34 miles per gallon, which is pretty good. And for the most part, I just left it in standard mode, let the powertrain do all the work for me, and just drove responsibly. Nissan likes to brag about having the best in class of overall ground clearance of 8.4 inches. They also like to brag about having an extra snow mode if you decide to purchase the all-wheel drive Kicks. Then they also like to brag about having the wider lift gate opening. But one thing they can't brag about is having the best trunk technology, which is Smart Trunk, and that's reserved for Hyundai and Kia. Now, when it comes to overall cargo space in the Nissan Kicks front-wheel drive versus the all-wheel drive model, you receive 30 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up in the front-wheel drive model, but you only receive 23.9 cubic feet of space with the rear seats up in the all-wheel drive model. With the seats down, you receive 60 cubic feet of space in the front-wheel drive Kicks, or only 50.1 cubic feet of space in the all-wheel drive Kicks. And another hit, in my opinion, the cargo floor is dual level, just like the Hyundai Tucson I just reviewed, which helps to increase the height depth of the floor, which is amazing. So I've already mentioned how the Nissan Kicks has grown, and leg space and head space for rear passengers is pretty decent for a subcompact crossover, and I really like the fact how the roof liner is concave, so headspace is really good. But this is a huge hit for 2025. One of the only reasons why I like Nissan, and it's a first. So the zero gravity seat technology, which is usually reserved for the front driver or front seat passenger, is now available back here. So on a long road trip, rear passengers are going to be super comfortable. Now, it's not all perfect. We can make some improvements. I mean, storage space is really tight. You only have small pockets behind both front seats. Side door storage is good for maybe a juice box. There's no climate panel back here. Wasn't really expecting it because it is a subcompact crossover, but you do receive 2 USB-C ports. Another big hit, and for clarity, when you decide to purchase the SR trim with either front wheel drive or all wheel drive, is all the standard technology you receive. But if you want the really, really good stuff, well, then you have to level up and purchase the premium package. And then you receive this super cool Bose audio sound system with speakers actually integrated into both the driver's headrest and the passenger headrest. Then you also receive a remote start feature located on your key fob, and then the gorgeous panoramic sunroof. And the heated front seats and the heated steering wheel, again, are all part of that premium package. The dual 12.3-inch screens are standard in this SR trim, along with Nissan connected services and wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The infotainment system is really easy to use. It's customizable, not too much to show you. Both of the digital screens in this SR trim have nice graphic illustrations. The rest of the connectivity is really, really good, and I always welcome a mobile charge pad. 2025 Nissan Kicks final impressions, and what can I say, man? Well done, Nissan. No longer one of the ugliest vehicles on the road, and I mean, the overall drive is pretty smooth. My only issues with this vehicle is it's definitely underpowered. I don't like the fact that the seats are not power operated, and there's a huge blind spot out that C-pillar because that little window is really, really small. I mean, this vehicle is super small in general, so we shouldn't have any visibility issues. But overall, the drive in this front wheel drive model, I mean, it's just fine. If you try to have a more spirited drive with all that whopping 141 horsepower, I mean, you might feel a little bit of understeer because of the front wheel drive, but I mean, it's manageable. It is what it is. I really like all the functionality though. I like the technology. I really like Nissan's Pro Pilot Assist. When you try to drive semi-autonomously, so you can just kind of relax while you're on the highway, I like it. It's not pulling you side to side. So that's well done. I like all the new graphic works. It looks really, really good. That's well done. But yeah, again, all I have to say is the horsepower issue for me and the visibility. Besides that, I really like the price too, and the fact that Nissan's one of the only one of the OEMs that didn't raise their prices significantly, even given the fact that they've changed this vehicle so much. But guys, if you're looking for more information, make sure you look down in the description below. I try to make your purchasing experience easier for you, and while you're down there, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thanks for watching.